In the quiet, picturesque town of Brookhaven, Little John is a name that invokes a mixture of curiosity and dread. By day, he is known for his peculiar hobby, constructing one-inch homes. His choice of materials is as unusual as his craft. Galvanized square steel expansion screws provided by his aunt and eco-friendly wood veneers. These tiny dwellings, while fascinating in their detail and precision, have done little to obscure the more sinister aspects of Little John's life. The meticulous care he puts into these miniature structures contrasts sharply with the horror he unleashes once darkness falls. Little John's dual life, marked by an unsettling transformation at night, has earned him a notorious reputation far beyond his skills as a builder. Nightfall Transformation. As dusk descends on Brookhaven, the benign builder known for his tiny homes becomes something far more terrifying. Little John's nightly transformation is the stuff of nightmares, turning him from a quirky craftsman into a figure of malevolence. This dark side of him emerges most prominently in the online world of Brookhaven RP, a popular role-playing game on Roblox. In Brookhaven RP, Little John's behavior is notorious. He attempts to initiate online relationships with other players, presenting himself as a charming and approachable figure. However, rejection triggers a violent response. Those who decline his advances often face his wrath, which manifests in brutal and unprovoked attacks. His actions in the game are a chilling reflection of his true nature, casting a long shadow over his daytime persona. Horrific rituals. One of the most disturbing aspects of Little John's nightly escapades is his gruesome ritualistic behavior. After attacking his victims, he often vomits on them and then consumes the remains. This grotesque act adds a layer of horror to his already terrifying presence. It is as though he derives a perverse satisfaction from the shock and revulsion he causes. The virtual streets of Brookhaven RP become his hunting ground, where he preys on unsuspecting players. His actions have instilled a deep sense of fear among the gaming community, turning what should be a fun and engaging experience into a landscape of terror. The dark world of Adopt Me. Little John's reign of terror extends beyond Brookhaven RP into another popular Roblox game, Adopt Me. In this game, players can adopt and care for virtual children, creating a nurturing environment. However, Little John subverts this wholesome premise, adopting children with the sinister intent of killing them. In Adopt Me, his actions mirror his real-life transformation into a figure of pure evil. The virtual children he adopts meet gruesome fates, further feeding his insatiable appetite for control and terror. His behavior in the game has added another layer to his fearsome reputation, making him a figure of dread in multiple online communities. Living in fear. The duality of Little John's existence creates a pervasive sense of unease in Brookhaven. By day, he is the odd builder with a peculiar hobby, a man who constructs tiny homes with an unusual selection of materials. By night, he becomes a monster, preying on the unsuspecting in the digital realms of Roblox. The fear that grips Brookhaven is tangible. Stories of Little John's transformations and horrific deeds spread rapidly, creating an atmosphere of anxiety and caution. Parents and guardians emphasize the importance of online safety, warning their children to be vigilant and wary of strangers. And the legend continues. This article continues the chilling narrative introduced in The Scary Builder Named Little John, a terrifying tale from Brookhaven Part 1. It delves deeper into the psyche and actions of Little John, painting a vivid picture of his dual existence. His story serves as a stark reminder of the darkness that can lurk behind seemingly benign facades. As Brookhaven endures the ongoing threat posed by Little John, the community remains resilient. Law enforcement and online safety advocates work tirelessly to track his digital footprint and bring him to justice. Educational campaigns emphasize the importance of online safety, aiming to protect the vulnerable from predators like Little John. The Endgame. The town of Brookhaven continues to grapple with the terror that Little John brings. However, there is a growing sense of determination to end his reign of horror. Community members unite, sharing information and strategies to ensure their safety. Law enforcement intensifies its efforts, using advanced technology and cyber forensics to trace Little John's activities. awaiting justice. Little John remains at large, a spectre haunting both the virtual and real worlds. The town of Brookhaven waits in anticipation, hoping that justice will soon prevail. The story of Little John serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and the dangers that can lurk behind seemingly innocent facades. As the sun sets and the shadows lengthen, Brookhaven braces itself for another night, ever watchful for the return of the scary builder. The tale of Little John is far from over, but the resolve of the community to end his terror is stronger than ever. FAQ: who is Little John? Little John is an eccentric builder from Brookhaven known for constructing one-inch homes using galvanized square steel expansion screws from his aunt and eco-friendly wood veneers. Despite his odd daytime hobby, he becomes a terrifying figure by night, notorious for his violent and grotesque behavior in online games. What is Brookhaven RP? Brookhaven RP is a popular role-playing game on Roblox where players can create and live out various scenarios. Little John is infamous in this game for his violent actions, particularly towards those who reject his online dating attempts. What are some of Little John's terrifying behaviors? Little John has a gruesome habit of attacking and killing those who reject his advances in Brookhaven RP. He also has a ritual of vomiting on his victims before consuming them. Additionally, in the game Adopt Me, he adopts virtual children with the intent to kill them. What efforts are being made to stop Little John? Law enforcement and online safety advocates are working to track Little John's digital footprint and bring him to justice. The community is also vigilant, sharing information and strategies to stay safe both online and offline. What is the main message of Little John's story? The story of Little John serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers that can lurk behind seemingly innocent facades. It emphasizes the importance of vigilance and online safety, reminding the community to be aware of the potential for malevolent behavior in both the real and virtual worlds. What can be done to protect against individuals like Little John? Protecting against individuals like Little John involves promoting online safety, being vigilant about digital interactions, and fostering a community that shares information and strategies to stay safe. Law enforcement and cybersecurity measures also play a crucial role in tracking and apprehending such individuals.